Welcome back, English learners. Today, we're diving into a phrase used when a decision is extremely balanced or difficult to make. That's a tough call. It's perfect for those moments where there isn't an obvious right or wrong answer.
Exactly, Emma. Historically, it comes from sports officiating, where a referee has to make a difficult judgment. Now, we use it whenever we face a dilemma. For example, if you are stuck between two great options, you can simply say, "That's a tough call."
Let's look at a career scenario. Imagine you have two job offers. Company A offers a huge salary but long hours. Company B pays less but involves work you are truly passionate about.
Oh, I've been there. You stare at both contracts and just don't know which path to take.
Precisely. In that moment of hesitation, you would tell your friend, "I honestly don't know which one to pick. That's a tough call."
What about buying a car? Say you are looking at a sensible, reliable family sedan that gets great gas mileage. But right next to it is a vintage convertible that looks incredible, but might break down every month. My heart says the convertible, but my brain says the sedan. It is so hard to choose.
And that is when you turn to the salesperson and say, "I love them both for different reasons." That's a tough call.
Planning a holiday can be stressful too. Imagine you only have 1 week off. Your partner wants to go to a relaxing beach resort.
But I really want to go hiking in the mountains. Relaxing is nice, but adventure is exciting.
Since you can't do both, and both sound amazing, acknowledging the difficulty is key. You'd say, "Beach or mountains? That's a tough call."
Let's go back to the office. Mark, imagine you are a manager hiring a new team member.
Right. Candidate 1 has 10 years of experience, but asks for a high salary. Candidate 2 is fresh out of college, very eager and affordable, but needs training.
That is tricky. Do you buy experience or invest in potential?
It is not obvious. You would tell your HR department, "Both have great qualities." That's a tough call.
It doesn't always have to be serious, right? What about dinner? I'm at a fancy restaurant.
Okay, you are looking at the menu. The chef's special is the lobster risotto.
But I also see a truffle filet mignon. I want both, but I can only eat one.
A classic low-stakes dilemma. You look at the waiter and laugh, saying, "Everything looks delicious." That's a tough call. Moving house is a major life event. Imagine choosing between a small apartment right in the city center, walking distance to everything,
Versus a big house with a garden in the suburbs, but it has a 1-hour commute to work.
space versus convenience. There is no right answer. It depends on what you value more right now.
I would definitely say I hate commuting, but I love gardening. That's a tough call. Oh, this one is stressful. Planning an outdoor wedding. The garden is beautiful, but there is a 40% chance of rain.
Or you book the indoor hall. It is safe and dry, but a bit boring and has no view.
Do you risk the rain for the view? That is agonizing.
It is a gamble. The planner asks what you want to do, and you reply, "I just don't know if I should risk the weather." That's a tough call.
It is your best friend's birthday. You found a really cool gadget they would have fun with for a week.
Or I could buy them a high-quality backpack they will use for years, but it's not as fun to unwrap.
The fun gift versus the practical gift. It is hard to know what they would appreciate more.
I'd stand in the store holding both items thinking, that's a tough call. Let's do a sports one, since the phrase comes from there. The game is tied with 1 minute left.
The coach has to decide. Play aggressively to try and win, but risk losing the ball?
Or play defensively to guarantee a draw and not lose.
The risk-reward ratio is razor thin. The commentator might even say, the coach has to decide the strategy here. That's a tough call.
Finally, the Friday night dilemma. You have had a long, exhausting week.
But my friends are going to a concert I really want to see.
Your body says sleep, but your social life says go out.
If I stay home, I have FOMO. If I go, I'll be a zombie. Honestly, that's a tough call. So, we've seen that this phrase works for everything from career moves to dinner orders.
Exactly. Using "that's a tough call" buys you time. It validates that the decision is hard and shows you are thinking carefully.
It's much better than just saying, I don't know. It sounds more sophisticated and thoughtful. Thanks for joining us.
See you next time.